Morning. It's now Wednesday morning, day 3. What a lovely day for working outside on vans with no roofs on. Let's go.
Get some video of the first piece going on. Right. Right, still chop my head off. Wow.
Finished!
Yeah, but
That's going to be a whole lot better, isn't it?
is that going better?
Well, it couldn't have been worse.
What do you mean?
As in, it's a right shit state, wasn't it?
Oh, right.
So it's going that way towards you. Oh, too far. Well, that's about 5 mil my side-ish.
Probably a bit more than mine. That's about right.
Okay, cool.
But I think you can measure it, just make sure it's bob on, but also,
Yeah.
that piece isn't directly on the joint,
Okay.
which is perfect, really. Not
Remember how that one overhangs there?
Yeah.
I think that's a couple of mil at least, the amount that is overhanging. So I think these are going to go in slightly swift.
Yeah.
But
Alright, well,
that's kind of okay, it's better that than
and to be
putting it-
fair, we don't know for definite. I mean, you can kind of see that purple line that I drew there.
Yeah.
It's probably 2 mil back that way, but it's
Yeah, I'm less worried about that. All I mean
Yeah.
is, I don't expect these to line up edge to edge.
Oh,
because
right.
each one has got to go on.
Yeah.
If that's slightly like that, each one has got to go on slightly to the left or whatever. Which is fine. Well, we're testing to make sure my bolts are long enough. No, that's fine.
doesn't quite go into nylon.
Oh well. They'll be alright.
Right, so what we're doing here, what's this next plan?
So we've got our sheet on, so we've got this upstand bit here that's in, and then we've got our bars that are the same height as this upstand bit, so this 2 mil thick sheet can lie right the way across. So at that point we've got a single unbroken piece of 2 mil thick alloy that runs just slightly wider than the roof of the van, really.
That's
And
not a huge gap either, is it?
No,
That's
it should give me a
seam gap.
nice little drip seam there. So water then just runs onto the curved bit and goes away. However, having seen how much water catches in those tarpaulins overnight, it would be nice to try and capitalise on that in terms of some rainwater recycling or something. We'll come up with something. But anywho's it's.
Let's crack on.
We've got a clamp on there. And then we will need to kind of lift it into place, won't we? Right,
far off, straight away.
Perfect.
Lines up. He took his file. I'll just try and get this swath.
Cool. We'll do the nuts on this side because that's where I am.
Yep, cool.
I reckon the nuts just go straight through, eh?
Yep. Once these bolts are in, well, now in fact it's weather tight. This part.
Yeah.
Because the sealant's on.
Stress. I know.
So it's changed to t-shirt weather on the inside, even though it's pissing it down and really windy on the outside. I'm getting sweaty though. And we've used brushes to prop up the top so we're getting less wet, but also adding pressure down on the aluminium so that the Sikaflex can adhere properly on the inside. So just call me an engineer. So now the next task is going to be to put 2 more supports which go across here. Then we can put the next sheet on. And you can see the sheet is now bolted down both sides. And then this is where the seam will be. But there's 2 supports here which are Sikaflex together. We didn't bolt them together because after a discussion it was decided that drilling into the side of them would weaken them, so they're Sikaflex together. It doesn't make any difference to the structure. We just decided to do that. It's more about keeping them watertight more than anything else, to be fair. Anyway, it's cracking on. Last one. Cool. So that's the first sheet complete.
Yes.
Bolted down.
Looking really
We've got the angle at the back. Bolted down. It's Sikaflexed to foot. There's no way we should have shares in Sikaflex actually. We put that much on. And obviously, not just that, we've put bolts on as well. just for clarity.
Well, just for clarity as well, because this first thing is got a lot of holes in it and is bolted into the main structure at the side.
Yeah.
But that's going to be where all the weight is.
Yeah. And you can see really where the Sikaflex pokes out of the gaps. That's how much we've got on there. Oh dear. But already that is stronger, just that one piece is stronger than the entire roof was before.
Yeah.
So
Very, very happy.
we're just about to cut another.
Well, it's more like the construction of the wall.
Yeah, it's exactly the
So
same.
now we've got almost kind of matching walls and ceiling,
Yeah,
which is probably
it actually looks factory now, doesn't it? It's how it should have been done.
It should have been done. So, full weight and what it was needed, but that roof had failed and I needed to get rid of it, and that's that really. So
So you're just cutting another one of these.
yes.
and then once that's bolted on, the second sheet can be put on, and the second sheet should be quicker than the first one because we've not got the angle and all the fat.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Exactly.
So now we've got 2 sheets fully on, fully bolted down, which is more than half the roof done. More than half the roof is now watertight.
Yes.
But we're gonna have a break now and have some sausages. Not each other's sausage, but we're gonna have some sausages and get some energy. And then we've only got 1 more bar to cut.
Yeah.
And then we can put another sheet on, and that's the last bar to cut. 20cm overhang is too much.
Well, what if I want to put one of them awnings on the back? You could snug underneath it.
Hey, it'd keep rain off your door,
Yeah.
but it'd look shit though.
Oh, you'd say it.
It would look shit, but it would act as a rain cover from your door, which would be quite handy. Anyway, whatever we do, the point is, more than half the roof is now done. And somebody said that we should have just fiberglassed over the fiberglass. It's not an option. The key thing is here that we've added structural strength. Although I wouldn't suggest walking on it and standing on it and jumping up and down on it, it's going to be good structure for the solar panels.
Not burning.
Huh?
Not burning.
Yeah, well also it's going to have a log burner, so the fiberglass would have been a nightmare. The log burner can just come straight through wherever it's going. Also, the skylight, the max air fan thing or whatever he's having, would be better coming out through this. But the main thing is the solar. The stupid idea he's got for mounting solar, over-engineered stupid idea, needs basically the roof strengthening just for that. Because it's a fucking stupid idea. Third piece is now on. I'm just going to bolt it down this side. That side's bolted. As you can see, it's got a lot darker in here now. But it's got a lot more waterproof than it used to be. There's only this small gap to go now.
Morning.
Alright.
Bit achy, bit tired.
Day 4.
Day 4 in Meadow Room.
But last night we couldn't do any taping on tape because we were working till after dark.
Yeah.
So we couldn't see.
It's not very easy taping things on tape at the best of times, but when the pressure's on, it's almost impossible, isn't it?
Yeah. And we literally, it was down to the wire last night, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but anyway, as you can see, Chateau the Unimpressed has a room.
Oh, that feels nice. I'm not laughing for about 3 days.
Does that not look like a factory roof?
Once it's cleaned off, it will.
Well, you're not going to see all the Sikaflex and shit.
No, you're not. But what I'm saying is, if you tipped up and picked this up and you'd go like,
oh, right, yeah.
what's with all that? But if you clean all that off, yeah, it resembles the wall somewhat. It's significantly better. Should have done it all along instead of wasting the time with hundreds of hours of bodgers to try and get things weather tight. This is much better.
So the fiberglass roof, well, essentially it wasn't watertight, was it?
No, I mean,
Seeping through like pinholes or something in it.
loads and loads of hairline cracks. So then we covered it over with 1mm thick alloy sheet to stop it seeping, because it'd get wet and then it'd deform, and then it'd give it somewhere for the water to run, and then the problem would get twice as bad. So then it'd start running through there and dripping through. So we sheeted over the top of it, and that eliminated that. But what it did is it pushed the water to the edges, and because the seal had dried out and cracked and failed at the edges, water was coming in there then. So, you know, you have to draw a line at some point, don't you? Just go, right, this has got to come off.
Yeah. So I'll try and show you, I know you've seen all along, but basically this bit here is angle iron that points that way, and that sits on the factory lip there, and then it's bolted on all the way down. Then we put the supports in, which just fit right there because that wasn't an accident. And then sheet on top of that. This brace at the back has then got another angle on top of that, which is Sikaflexed on. Where the joins are, we've got 2 pieces bonded together for extra strength. And there is not much give there at all, is there?
There's a great deal less deflection than there was.
On all of it, actually. Yeah.
So that bit about the angle going up and then going across, that's because I was never going to be able to buy bars that fitted the original gap.
No.
So there was, it'd be fine getting new bars, but then you'd have to start like cutting them down or shaping them or whatever to meet the edge.
Yeah.
So the idea of having that upstand edge is so that where we're clamping the sheet and these beams could all be the same profile. 38.1 mil for whatever reason. That'll relate to something in stupids.
Yeah, inch and a half. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Right. I'd show it from outside because you can see that. You can see what we've done.
Go look outside then.
Go look outside.
So the tarp is still being a cock. But as you can see, there's a lot of tiger seal on the roof. But mainly that's from the tarp hitting the seam and splatting it around.
It needs a lot of cleaning off, but that's fine.
And as you can see how much has come out of the sides from where we've tightened the bolts down, that is full of sealant as well. See how many bolts we've used, and then the overhang.
The original rivet holes, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's why there's so many.
But you can see the overhang here as well, which is going to be full of sealer as well.
Yeah.
So we've just created a proper solid. That's probably stronger than the rest of the van.
Yeah, I mean the perfect. Whoa, steady on. The ideal thing to do would be able to order up a sheet that is the same dimensions as the roof.
Yeah.
But it's just not possible. So these are 2 meters by 1 meter, and 2 meters is a tiny little bit too wide, but then gives us this area for it to drip off, and 1 meter for the deck, and we can't get. Well, we can't get it any deeper than that, so it's had to go on in 4 pieces. But that's fine.
But for an outdoor winter job on a roof, not done too bad, have we?
Oh, I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. Yeah, the circumstances, we chopped the roof off and then we got storm warning. But that's after we held off last week for snow.
Yeah, we held off last week and
so
this week.
We've got to get cracking with it. So it's kind of like, well, we've said we're going to do it, let's do it. And then when I came in on, was it the Tuesday? And I'd got litres and litres and litres and litres pouring through the van. I just wanted to go in the house and cry.
You kicked a box of wipes.
I did. You deserved it.
But anyway, it's done. Job done.
Job done. Doesn't look beautiful yet. It will. And then my tilting solar can go on. Oh, and then I've got a Raptor this anyway, haven't I?
Yeah, we're Raptor. Well, you're Raptor in it.
Raptor.
So it does look a bit of a pig's ear with all the sealant all over, but once it's cleaned up and painted, you're not going to see any of that.
No, it'll look beautiful.
Anyway, do you want to end the video?
Am I doing bye, Felicia?
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Bye, Felicia.